tax standpoint. You know, most of our revenue comes from room tax. The rest of our revenue comes from operating our building. So those revenue streams are going to be hit pretty significantly.
So looking ahead, LVCVA says any changes or big decisions regarding the NFL draft would go through the NFL and the health district. As of right now, Hill says the draft is still fully on track, and we will watch that really closely. So the big question is, how long will coronavirus fears hurt the travel industry, and what effect will that have here in Las Vegas?
It's a big discussion here. Joining us live right now from New York, though, is CBS travel editor Peter Greenberg. Peter, good morning to you, sir. Let's get right into things. Let's talk about travel and tourism here in Las Vegas. It's the lifeblood of our whole valley here. How much of a disruption are we seeing across the nation and around the world when it comes to travel and tourism and coronavirus?
Well, this is the biggest disruption and the biggest hit since 9/11. And if you go back to 9/11 and you take a look at the reaction that happened then, where airlines didn't fly for about 5 days, the actual psychological reaction among American travelers was that they didn't want to fly over a big body of water to go anywhere, and they were worried about terrorism. Today, it's a much deeper, more emotional reaction. They don't want to fly anywhere because the subtext is they're worried about being quarantined, so they're going to stay home. There may be some domestic travel that will bounce back, but you're asking how long it's going to last. At least 3 months that's going to happen. Another 3 months for it to bounce back at a minimum. In terms of fares and deals and sales, you're going to see a buyer's market for the rest of this year. But of course, it's great to have a sale, but that doesn't necessarily mean anybody's going to go.
Peter, what type of deals are we seeing right now? Obviously, several airlines have been slashing those fares for passengers.
Well, you know what? This is a situation where the industry is going to try to discount their way out of it. They may not be successful, but the discounts are there. Los Angeles to Hawaii, $99. Boston to London, $250. You can't fly on the Boston to New York shuttle for $250. Overseas, the flight from London to Vienna is $64. The cab ride to get to London from London is over $100. So it's out of proportion. It's not making any sense. United Airlines announced last night that they're expecting in March and April a 70% drop in their revenue. Delta Airlines and American are reporting similar losses. So you're going to see airlines parking planes. They've already cut capacity. Cruise lines have more cancellations right now than reservations, so they may have to park a few of those ships. This is not going to be a pretty period for the travel industry, and Las Vegas is no exception to that as well.
Yeah, luckily we haven't had any confirmed cases here yet, but certainly we're already starting to see some of the business impacts. I flew to Utah over the weekend. I was out of town on a little bit of a vacation. There was certainly ways people were getting through the airport. They were being conscious about hand sanitizers and so forth. For those who are still traveling, Peter, what advice should they use to stay safe?
Basically, remember what your mother told you. Wash your hands before going to the bathroom and after going to the bathroom. Wash before and after you eat. Don't pick your nose. And here's another one. If you're a 70-year-old person with a pre-existing respiratory history, or you have a pre-existing condition, or you're a 3-pack-a-day smoker, you know what? Stay home. This is not the time for you because your immune system may be a little bit less susceptible to recovery. But other than that, if you practice basic common sense, and I have to caution you that I'm not a doctor, nor do I play one on TV, but I listen to the doctors, it hasn't stopped me from traveling, and I plan to travel at least 3 or 4 more times in the next week.
A lot of people certainly saying that too. Peter Greenberg, thanks very much. We really appreciate it, and some good tips.
Yeah.
Don't pick your nose, folks.
Thanks, Peter.
Thanks, Peter.